When you think of NASA, you might picture rockets soaring into the sky, astronauts bravely venturing into the unknown, and the intense focus of mission control guiding every move. These are the iconic images that capture our imagination and symbolize the spirit of exploration. But behind the cosmic adventure lies a world of strict rules, federal mandates, and a complex system designed to protect every mission. NASA isn't just about science and discovery, it's also about security, compliance, and the law. Imagine special agents in business suits quietly moving through NASA's corridors, investigating fraud, espionage, and any threat that could jeopardize national security or the agency's reputation. These unsung guardians work tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring NASA's missions are built on trust, integrity, and the highest standards of security. This hidden enforcement arm operates quietly, but with the full authority of the US government. Their presence is rarely noticed, but their impact is profound. A single act of non-compliance, no matter how small, could compromise a mission, endanger lives, or even threaten national interests. The stakes are incredibly high. Every bolt, every line of code, and every procedure is scrutinized. Any deviation from protocol can trigger a federal investigation, with agents ready to act at a moment's notice. While we celebrate the achievements of astronauts and scientists, it's important to remember the silent protectors, the security teams and federal agents who enforce the rules that keep our space pioneers safe and missions on track. Their battlefield isn't outer space, but the complex web of contracts, regulations, and legal frameworks that underpin every aspect of NASA's work. They navigate bureaucracy so missions can reach for the stars. This is the story of NASA's criminal crackdown, a hidden force ensuring that the path to the stars is paved with vigilance, integrity, and unwavering commitment to the law. NASA is a symbol of human ambition, representing the drive to explore the unknown and push the boundaries of science and technology. But behind the scenes, it's also a sprawling federal agency with a massive budget and a complex layered bureaucracy that rivals any in the world. Managing thousands of employees, coordinating with private contractors, and overseeing countless projects requires navigating a labyrinth of rules, regulations, and procedures that govern every aspect of NASA's operations. As a federal agency, NASA must comply with a vast array of laws on financial accountability, workplace safety, environmental protection, and national security, all while maintaining transparency to the public. Building a rocket involves meeting exacting technical standards, following strict safety protocols, and ensuring every component is meticulously documented and tested. Sourcing materials from approved vendors is just the beginning. Each supplier must meet rigorous quality and security requirements, and every part is tracked from delivery to launch. In today's digital age, securing software from cyber attacks is a constant challenge, requiring advanced cybersecurity protocols and continuous monitoring to protect sensitive data and mission-critical systems. The scale of NASA's operations creates a universe of potential compliance issues, from safeguarding classified technology to managing billion-dollar contracts and international partnerships. This regulatory burden is not just red tape, it's necessary to ensure every launch is safe, every dollar is accounted for, and every mission upholds the trust of the American people. Compliance is not a chore, it's a core mission requirement, as fundamental as rocket fuel or engineering expertise, woven into the fabric of every project. These rules and standards enable innovation, allowing thousands of experts to collaborate on complex projects with confidence, knowing that safety and integrity are never compromised. Understanding NASA means seeing it as a massive, interconnected organization operating in a high-stakes environment where every detail matters. The integrity of the entire enterprise depends on strict adherence to these rules, ensuring that every mission is built on a foundation of trust and accountability. These regulations provide the framework for NASA's spectacular achievements, making every launch, every discovery, and every milestone possible. Executive orders are powerful tools that shape NASA's operations. Issued by the President, they have the force of law. These orders dictate priorities and establish new rules impacting day-to-day operations. For example, an order on cybersecurity would require NASA to upgrade its networks and protect sensitive data. Orders on Buy American provisions affect NASA's contractors and supply chains. These directives align NASA's activities with national goals, from security to scientific advancement. Understanding executive orders is key to understanding NASA's pressures and constraints. The agency is an instrument of national policy, responsive to the president's directives. Compliance with these evolving rules is fundamental, with real consequences for failure. At NASA, breaking the rules can escalate quickly from a minor infraction to a criminal investigation. Non-compliance risks national security and endangers lives treated with utmost seriousness. It often starts with an audit or whistleblower report, leading to an inquiry by NASA's Office of Inspector General, OIG. If evidence of willful intent or gross negligence is found, it becomes a potential criminal offense. Falsifying documents or defrauding the government are felonies, leading to federal prosecution. The escalation from compliance issue to criminal case highlights the gravity of working with NASA. Individuals face federal prosecutors, with potential prison sentences and financial penalties. The rules governing NASA are federal laws enforced to protect the integrity of America's space program. Real-life cases highlight the seriousness of rule enforcement at NASA, where even a single violation can have far-reaching consequences. The agency's commitment to security is not just a matter of policy, but a fundamental part of its culture. Cybersecurity is a critical area, frequently addressed by executive orders and reinforced through rigorous training and oversight. NASA's teams work tirelessly to identify vulnerabilities and respond to emerging threats, knowing that the stakes are incredibly high. NASA's networks hold sensitive information, from mission plans to proprietary research, and breaches could be catastrophic for national security, scientific progress, and international trust. One case involved a NASA-funded researcher who concealed affiliations with Chinese institutions, violating federal law and betraying the trust placed in him by the agency. Before boarding a flight to China, he downloaded sensitive files onto personal devices, an act that immediately triggered a major criminal investigation and set off alarms across multiple agencies. The NASA, OIG, and FBI collaborated closely, tracking financial ties, analyzing computer data, and piecing together a timeline of suspicious activities that spanned months. The researcher faced federal charges including wire fraud and making false statements, and was prosecuted as a criminal, not just an employee who broke the rules. This case sent a clear warning to all federal employees and contractors. Exploiting access to government agencies for personal or foreign gain will not be tolerated. Executive orders and laws on cybersecurity are not just guidelines, they have real, enforceable consequences that can change lives forever. Violating these rules risks more than careers. It risks freedom, reputation, and the integrity of the nation's most critical missions. The case underscores NASA's zero-tolerance policy for actions threatening its mission, serving as a powerful reminder that security is everyone's responsibility. When NASA rules are violated, a specialized team of cosmic detectives takes action. The primary player is NASA's Office of Inspector General, OIG, tasked with preventing fraud and abuse. OIG agents are federal law enforcement officers with authority to make arrests and execute warrants. They dig deep, following paper trails and digital footprints to determine rule violations. For major cases, the OIG partners with the FBI, creating a formidable investigative force. This collaboration ensures no stone is left unturned. Once evidence is gathered, the case is handed to the Department of Justice for prosecution. Federal prosecutors argue that the defendant violated federal law. This enforcement process protects NASA's assets and mission. It's a system ensuring justice, whether the crime occurs in a lab, boardroom, or cyberspace. Compliance is the foundation of NASA's future exploration, shaping every step we take toward the unknown. Every mission depends on trust in hardware, software, and people working seamlessly together. Strict rule enforcement builds and protects that trust, making it unbreakable. Astronauts' lives depend on thousands following the rules and performing critical safety checks every day. Enforcement deters cutting corners, ensuring the safest machines and procedures possible. It also protects taxpayer investment, safeguarding vital funds for future missions and discoveries. A culture of compliance creates a stable environment for innovation and creative breakthroughs. Investigators and prosecutors are guardians of the mission, ensuring NASA can push boundaries with integrity and confidence. Their success ensures NASA continues reaching for the stars with boldness, vision, and unwavering integrity.